What's up, everybody? I'm Oda Harmon Jr. Follow me at Oda Harmon Jr. on all my social media. It's Full Circle, episode 8. By now, you know what we're about. And this is going to be our E3 wrap-up show. But before we get into that, to my right is...
Jared Fradette. You can find me at social media at ToonVelo. Like Odell said, this is our E3 wrap-up video. We'll be discussing what we liked, what we didn't like, and what were no-shows. So we have no opinions about them. But, as someone once said, we always should accentuate the positive. So, what did you like about E3?
Well, first and foremost, I'm happy to be home. I'm extremely tired. Honestly, didn't feel like filming this because I just got home at 1 a.m. from LA. But doesn't matter. The show rolls on because we're professionals.
Right. For those of you who don't know and for some reason haven't followed Odell, he was at E3. He is our game journalist.
Yay.
Yes.
All
So
right.
he has specifically the inside scoop.
Okay, so what I liked first and foremost was... Wait, what did I like? Where's my list? Let me see my list.
You can see the list right here. One of the things that I particularly liked was the actual set date for We Happy Few. If you recall a few episodes ago in what our E3 predictions were, that was one of the top of my list. So I'm very excited for that to be coming out now.
Yes, I also remember what I like because that's why we have lists. Again, I'm tired. But I've also had about We Happy Few because I played that game at PAX East 3 years ago. 1, 2, 3. I'm talking about... I mean, it wasn't a complete build because the game wasn't done, but it was very functional. And that was 3 years ago that I played it, but it was announced when?
Even before then. I don't remember the exact announce date.
But now we have a release date, a trailer, and a full campaign, which looks amazing, by the way. So it won't just be you randomly trying to survive. There'll be well, I think that mode's still going to be there.
Right.
But you'll now have like a full-fledged story because Microsoft acquired Compulsion Games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That part I didn't know.
Yeah,
So,
Microsoft acquired 5 studios, and that was like a big thing. But yes, so Microsoft acquired Compulsion Games, and that's probably why we now have a release date, and it will be on Xbox and...
Right, that's one way to completely fast-track it there.
Yeah, so I guess you could tag on that I like that Microsoft acquired, 5 studios, so maybe they'll actually have good games. I'm more of a PlayStation guy and a Nintendo guy, but hey... If Microsoft's going to put out great content, there'll just be better competition for everybody. And speaking of Microsoft, I really liked Ori and the Will of the Wisp. This may come to a surprise to some of you, but it is my most anticipated game from Microsoft because Ori and the Blind Forest was probably one of the best indie games I've played. It's extremely hard, but oh my god, is it worth it if you sit through and play it. So, really looking forward to Will of the Wisp. It looks amazing. The gameplay I played is just like the first, except even sharper. Didn't know that was possible. So, I'm just really excited about that. I mean, Devil May Cry, Gears, and Halo, that's cool and all, but it's no Ori.
Right? Something else that I really like, since you were talking about not just the survival mode, is actually the game Don't Starve Hamlet, which will be another DLC for the game Don't Starve, which ironically is simply a survival game. While there are things you can accomplish, you can defeat a certain boss, you can try and escape. Really, the game is what you make of it with how long you can survive.
And what's with Hamilton? Like, is there like just a new character, a new game entirely?
Hamlet.
Hamlet.
So players of the game will know that one of the main neutral mobs are these pigmen. They're kind of tribal pig-like creatures. And so in the Hamlet DLC, we discover a lost town, a hamlet, if you will, of civilized pigmen. They have shops, they have families, they have little houses, little hamlet pig bow ties and wives. So we're discovering the origin stories of these pigmen.
Oh, while also trying not to starve.
While trying to don't starve, correct.
All right.
Yes.
Well, one of the things I also liked, even though, I mean... I'm pretty sure the whole world liked it, was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But beyond the game, which, I'm looking forward to, it's the name. Nintendo came up with a great name for a sequel.
Right.
Which I feel like is rare. Because Super Mario Odyssey, I'm still on the... I'm neutral towards that.
Let's take an Odyssey. That's like the only time in the game that it comes back and like speaks true.
Yeah, well, I mean the ship's name's the Odyssey, so I mean...
It could be like hats off to Mario or something.
Oh.
That 2 seconds, Nintendo. 2 seconds.
I don't know. Hats off to Mario. I feel like it's too wordy for a title.
Old hat Mario, right? It's not just old hat.
Before we get too far away, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is a great name. One, because every Smash character that's ever been will be in the game, which I think is a smart move. You're increasing the roster, and you're not pissing anyone off at the same time. Because it's like, there's always going to be those people, oh boy, I really miss playing with Pichu. It was such a challenge hurting myself and just being a character that can't win a match. Like,
no, it's Midoriya. It's like, once I learn to use my power, you're going to be in such big trouble. Blow yourself up.
Pretty much. And, you know, you always had those crowds that was like, oh, Mewtwo's gone. Well, he's there. And, Kid Link is gone. I'm like, people always was mad that Young Link was gone.
Right.
But I'm like, Toon Link is just Young Link.
Toon Link's a better version of Young Link.
But now they have both, so no one can complain. So
right. There you go.
So great name, great characters. They added Inkling, Boy and Girl, which is the same character, and Ridley. Mm-hmm. I honestly am hoping for more new characters, but if we don't get them, I think we'll be okay.
We're going to get Waluigi. It's going to happen, folks.
Nope, he's still an assist trophy. When I played it, he was an assist trophy.
No.
No. Waluigi is garbage, people. Garbage. If I don't get a job because I said this, it's okay because I stand by my guns.
No, I'm
garbage.
I'm fully expecting, like, okay, did you play, like, adventure mode? Is there an adventure mode?
No, it was just straight,
See, as soon as you play the adventure mode, you're going to select whatever character, and the game's going to, like, freeze, and then Waluigi's going to come out and, like, slap, like, an X over whatever character you selected, and the first character you play in adventure mode is Waluigi.
Again, back to episode, 1?
2.
2?
I think 2.
Why do people love Waluigi? Like, he's such a trash character.
Wario's there.
Wario is not... He's a great...
We had this discussion in episode 2.
Okay. Yeah. Please go back and watch episode 2.
Like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe. But this is not about that. It's about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and how it's going to be great and how I play with Pikachu. And I still wreck shop on people. And, I mean, yeah.
When you play, did they change? Is it all the classic moves still?
Yeah, it's still the class. But no, if you watch the trailer, mechanically, they changed a lot of, like, advanced fighting stuff.
Okay.
Which I think is going to be real... I'm gonna have to basically relearn the game for high competitive play.
Right. Some of the things that always throws me off is when they, like, change the weight value of characters. Like, when they made Sheik, like, twice as heavy, it just, like, completely threw off my game. So, like, I used to always play competitively as Sheik, and then I changed to playing as Zelda, so we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah. And, another thing that I liked was, I'm just going to say Sony collectively, because I really like Spider-Man, I really like The Last of Us 2. I mean, that's only 2 games, but I mean, damn, those 2 games are amazing. If you didn't play The Last of Us, it was literally, it is still literally one of the best games ever made. Some call it the PlayStation 3 Swan Song. Some just call it a great game. It's good. I'm running out of verbs to use.
Adjectives.
Oh, adjectives.
He's tired, folks.
Yes. I'm running out of adjectives for good, and it's good. Oh, and Spider-Man is probably going to be the best Spider-Man game since Spider-Man 2. Running up walls. That's how he does it. This is poor illustration for those watching, but that's how he does it. That feels amazing. Web swinging feels amazing. Fighting feels amazing. Fighting is amazing. Can fighting feel fighting?
I think fighting can feel amazing. It's like a good workout. You get an adrenaline rush. You exert all this energy. It's like a workout.
Yeah. So those games are going to be great. They're coming out soon. Wait, no, Last of Us 2 doesn't have a release date, but Spider-Man's coming out soon. Or does that have a release? Man, you're on the internet. Look this stuff up. Don't be lazy. I can only do so much.
Right? So even though we loved all these games, there's some things we didn't like. So backtracking a little bit to Super Smash Brothers, I hate Zelda's model. They gave her bangs. Link to the Past. It's such an old game. She looks ridiculous. We had a functional Breath of the Wild Zelda model. Use that. Either in her adventuring form or her dress form. Or her maiden form. Like, she had like 3 different models they could have used from Breath of the Wild. Additionally, we've seen what the Sheikah look like in Breath of the Wild. So, That is a huge annoyance to me.
All right, so I agree with you and I don't agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I agree and I disagree.
Okay.
Would have been the better way to say that.
Yes.
So.
I agree.
So. I'm not a fan of them going back to really an old game at this point. It's not even like, it's like, why that one?
Right?
That doesn't make sense to me. But I do like the model. Because I would have not chose Breath of the Wild Zelda because one, she is the princessy. Oh my goodness, drop the phone. She is the princess sis of all the Zeldas.
That has ever princessed?
Yes. Because, alright, so Ocarina of Time,
Uh-huh.
she was Sheik.
Uh-huh.
Combat, ready.
Uh-huh.
She was in the Majora's Mask.
Uh-huh.
Wind Waker, she was Tetra.
Uh-huh.
If you didn't play Wind Waker, I'm sorry.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
In Phantom Hourglass, she was Tetra. In
but she
Spirit
had
Track,
she had ghost powers though.
That's true. Either way, she was still
she was
Tetris.
like Danny Phantom, but
Danny Phantom.
she was. So the point is, all these other Zeldas have like ooh, Danny Phantom Zelda. Ooh.
That's a topic for a different episode.
Yeah. But she had powers. But this Zelda was just like, oh, I'm into horticulture. I'm gonna bring back the plants.
No, okay,
no. I'm gonna fail at rekindling my magic powers.
No, she had no guide. She tried for 2 years on her own, and she held off Ganon for 100 years.
No, held off is like on guard.
Yeah, she kept him at bay.
No, she
managed to restrain him to the castle.
She was
area.
a sacrificial lamb. She just like kind of prayed there for 100 years.
How long?
In a nightgown.
How long?
You want her fighting in a nightgown? What is her power? She just prays at everybody to confine them, and then hopefully they fall off the level.
That's literally every cleric in every D&D game. That's like every healer.
Oh well, this is Smash. You gotta smash.
How long are you able to pray for, Odell? 100 years?
I can't live that long.
Did you pray at lunch today, Odell?
I maybe did. I don't remember, to be honest. So you want Zelda's power?
Take the plank out of your eye, sir.
So you say you want Zelda to pray at her opponents?
No. She could still have the exact same moves as all the Zeldas had before.
She can't even use magic. That was part of her problem.
Then give her the Sheikah Slate. Like it can. Instead of Feora's Wind, you just use the teleporting that Sheikah Slate can do.
And what's she gonna do to attack?
There are bombs.
But that's what Link does.
Magnesis, Time Freeze.
How do we know Link isn't gonna do those things?
Because I don't know. As far as the trailers can tell, as far as I've seen,
he uses the time bombs.
Just give her the classic Zelda powers. Now that will be the sequel. This will hint at the sequel to Breath of the Wild. Breath of the slightly industrialized Hyrule. Oh, come on. That was good.
All right. Moving on to things we didn't like. I did not like that Kingdom Hearts 3 got delayed again.
But can beggars be choosers? You got 3. It's not 3 minus 1. It's 3.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so to clarify, I'm upset that it got delayed, but we got an official release date of January 29, 2019.
That's pretty close.
So I'm excited about that. Still a little peeved that it got delayed because, I mean, we're not even at the... Have we reached the halfway point? Yes, this is the halfway point. We're not the halfway point of the year, so I still have half a year to wait to play the game. But we're probably going to get like a December release date, so that's why I'm just like, December, January, what doesn't matter. But for those watching, Aqua fell to darkness. And I know that's a game mechanic in the story, or no, that's part of the story, and that's something that happened, but they showed it in the trailer. She fell to darkness. She was like the Anakin, but like likable and not a crybaby and stupid. That's Star Wars. Not here to talk about that. Like, I literally yelped at the press conference because I was there, and I know I was not the only one.
It's true. I watched your snap. You were crying on camera.
Maybe a little. But the director, someone interviewed the director. I don't remember who. But I know this was said. Mm-hmm. That he said he was surprised that people were so surprised at that. Because since he knows the story and he knows it in its entirety, he's just like, he's scared if people are going to be okay by the end of the game. And I'm just like, oh, man. That's a lot.
That's
So I'm not happy about that. I did not like that. Aqua, I played 2.8. That just hurts the soul to say. I played 2.8, and she had a little moment where she wavered, but she found her resolve and didn't waver, and she's like the pillar of light, quite literally. And
not anymore.
Damn, she's the pillar of darkness. But I'm gonna be okay. Because maybe, I don't know, if that's not even the worst thing that's gonna happen in the game. I don't know what to say.
Right? He's like, oh, this is just the trailer. It gets much darker.
So I did not enjoy that whatsoever.
Ugh.
Like, it honestly kind of ruined my day when I found out.
But you're still getting 3, and soon enough you'll be able to see where that goes off.
Yeah. Oh, it's cool. The special. So they're coming out with a special PlayStation 4 for Kingdom Hearts 3, and yes, I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna sell my current PlayStation 4 Pro to my friend. But it's gonna have a game that has all of them. So 1, 2, 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, 3, chain of the
365 over 2.
365 over 2. These are real names, people. Mm-hmm. We're not making up Dream Drop Distance. All right, let's go. Let's do this.
From the beginning.
Kingdom Hearts 1.
Uh-huh.
Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Kingdom Hearts 2. Now, a whole bunch of things that aren't 3. 365 over 2. Dream Drop Distance. Recoded. 1.5. 2.5. 2.8. Birth by Sleep.
Are there comics as well?
I mean, there are, but
we're not counting those.
No, we're not counting those.
I thought they were vital to the plot points.
No, I think they're just manga retelling of just stuff that happened in the game.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think I missed any. I mean, we got Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance, 365 over 2, Recoded, Chain of Memories, 1.5, 2.5, 2.8.
Not 2.85, 2.99.
Oh man, if they would have done that at this E3, I would have just this whole podcast would have just been a rant. just a long,
not an E3 wrap up, just a Kingdom Hearts. How dare you?
Is there anything you also didn't like?
So this is more cheeky. I didn't like how self-aware Todd Howard is becoming. For those of you who somehow don't know who Todd Howard is, he is the mastermind who's managed to sell you 47 copies of Skyrim. Like, Skyrim came out, won all the Game of the Year editions, despite the fact that it had several thousand bugs in it. Like, game-crippling, should have been worked out in the beta, in the alpha bugs in it. That's a whole pet peeve. Have you ever played it?
I've never played Skyrim, but it's not for me. But I know lots of people love it. Did you see the parody video that they had with
That's what I'm talking about. He's getting too self-aware. He's destroying the fun. He's doing the classic thing, right? It used to be fun to make fun of Todd Howard in Skyrim, but now it's no longer fun because he's made fun of himself.
But it's coming to smart fridges.
I mean,
who doesn't play Skyrim on their smart fridge?
Oh my gosh.
For those who don't know, Skyrim is coming to Alexa and Google and smart fridges and your phone. That one's real. But yeah, Todd Howard made a parody video of all the things that Skyrim was coming to, and it was virtually anything with a pulse and connected to the internet.
Ugh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so then I'm still mildly worried that Elder Scrolls 6 will just be like Skyrim Plus. Because, like, you're just right, you'll start out, old man was in a campfire. Let me tell you a story. And it just flashes back to the start of Skyrim. And he'll have once again got me to buy another copy of Skyrim. Todd Howard!
I mean, is it his fault or the community's fault that everyone keeps buying a glitchy, broken game that's clearly unfinished?
I mean, it's the community's fault. Honestly, I've only ever bought the one edition, the Game of the Year edition, because I'd hoped that all the bugs had been resolved by then. But no, I'm sometimes burdened with quest items that weigh me down, and now I'm over-encumbered. I sometimes run too fast through a cave, and then I'm stuck by a dragon. Like, I'm not battling the dragon. It just physically clipped through, and now I'm just... There's no exit. I'm just trapped in the cave forever.
So why do you and the community love Skyrim?
Oh, I don't. It's like going to a buffet. I don't go to buffets either, but sometimes I just go to remind myself why I don't like it.
Damn, that's kind of deep. Like,
like once every like 6 months, you're like, I could go to Golden Corral, and you go there and you go, oh, yeah.
I feel like that's a good breakup line. It's like you walk up to someone and just be like, "Hey, you know, this relationship's like a buffet. I don't usually like to go to a buffet, but then when I go to the buffet, I'm reminded of all the reasons I don't like the buffet. The buffet is an analogy for you."
So I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm full and have a stomach ache, and I need to leave immediately.
Oh man.
Oh, that's harsh.
Man, that's good. Yeah, we're having fun. We're having fun today at this E3
wrap up.
I'm about to say recap.
Rewind.
Yeah. Redash. Redash, and it's like the little spinning wheel of just whatever word you want it to be.
E3. Kingdom. No? Okay, bad joke. Fell flat. But things that we now either like or didn't like doesn't matter because we don't know what they were. Disappointments? E3 no-shows.
Yeah, pretty much disappointments. These are the games everyone's expecting, and they didn't show up, despite all the rumors. Which, all the Nintendo rumors are always true. Except not this year. Because guess what? Nintendo was missing. Completely.
Not the game, just Nintendo was a no-show.
So, for those who didn't watch or know anything E3, their booth was entirely Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yay!
That's, right, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's incredibly popular, as we said.
It's coming out this year.
Right?
So. Let's go Pikachu and let's go Eevee.
But
Yay.
wait, we already had a Nintendo Direct for that.
Yeah, like an entire Nintendo Direct for that. And Mario Tennis Aces, yeah.
But we also... I already downloaded the demo. We know that's already coming out.
Yeah, so quick rewind. Full circle. Is that give me a full circle?
Full circle rewind where it'd be like full up to down. Here we go. Up to down. Circle full.
Yeah. So I should add this to the things I didn't like. Nintendo did a Pokemon tease during their E3 Direct. And I'm looking at you, Nintendo, and the reason it pissed me off was because you just had a month prior to this, not even a month, like 2-3 weeks, an entire Direct dedicated to Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Then during your E3 Direct, you're like, whoa, but you gotta catch them all, be the very best. I'm like, Pokemon tease, into Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, the thing you spent an hour a month earlier talking about. I thought it was the core Pokemon game. That's something that was missing.
Right.
But that's also part, and also missed from Nintendo. What? I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, right, like just anything extra from the next core game, like a starter, a legendary, the name of the region, the shape of the map.
Confirmation of Gen 8.
Confirmation that it's actually Gen 8 would be amazing.
Yeah. But no, we got like, hey, let's go Pikachu, let's go Eevee. But like we just talked about that. And then, Yoshi's Woolly World, now we're getting the Yoshi's Cardboard game. Didn't hear about that. It was heavily rumored that Star Fox Grand Prix or a Star Fox racing game to revitalize. All right, the Star Fox franchise was coming. Didn't hear about that.
Animal Crossing got the cold shoulder.
Animal Crossing got Metroid Prime 4, probably the biggest snub out there. They showed a teaser trailer last year. No information all year. E3 comes. No trailer. No nothing. It was the obvious pick that Metroid Prime 4 was gonna. So yeah, Nintendo as a whole did not show up. Just dust in the wind.
All we are is dust in the wind. I forget the rest of the lyrics. I'm sorry.
I still shimmied. Another no-show would be the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Right. Yes.
Which was expected to be there. We all know Square is working on it. If they didn't show it because they had to, guess what, pump out Kingdom Hearts through, tough titty.
It's like, well, that's just something we all have to live with. I'm satisfied.
Because let's be real, people. Final Fantasy, the original, is not a great game. And I know you want to crucify me on the cross for that, but hear me out. If you did not play that game when it came out, this is supposed to be like the tired. And the tired means like the bad cop, like the in your face, because I'm doing this a lot. Oh, for those who are listening, you should watch it because like I'm doing this thing.
He's got his mean face on.
Yeah, there we go. We can call it my mean face. Is this my mean face, Jared?
Yes.
All right.
You give it to people at the gym all the time when they're like taking your rack and stuff.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm stop that. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Final Fantasy VII sucks if you did not play it originally. If you try to go back and play it now, it's damn near impossible. It
does not age well.
It does not age well.
Just like Mario Kart 64, I'll say it, drives me crazy when people want to drive on that. Yoshi's Island is nothing but a mess of brown pixels. I can't tell what's a pitfall. It is not a test of my driving skills or my gaming skills. Okay. He's giving me the mean face now for those at home who can't see.
All right. I'll let you have your opinion, Jared. I don't want episode 8 to be the final episode of Full Circle, so I will let you have your very
wrong opinion. Apparently,
very wrong opinion. But,
okay.
But yeah, Final Fantasy Remake. People want it. I will look forward to it for the simple fact of like, ooh, I could play a playable version of Final Fantasy VII. Which they're supposed to add like 100 hours of new content or something. It's gonna be a stupid long RPG. I'm gonna play it to say I played it, and at the end of it, I would probably be like, "Well, damn, there goes like 200 hours. I ain't never getting back."
You go, "Yep, I certainly spent time on this game."
Yes, and another big game is missing, Borderlands 3. I'm not the biggest Borderlands fan. Jared's not the biggest Borderlands fan. I'm not sure he even knows what it is.
I know what it is. Okay. I appreciate the aesthetic, right? Handsome Jack, crazy guy.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Mad Moxie.
He knows.
I appreciate the aesthetic. I've considered cosplaying it, but people would then ask me if I played the game, and I haven't.
You don't want to be in that situation. People, it's awkward.
Super awkward.
So, yeah, I even told people that Borderlands 3 was going to be announced at Microsoft. I was a liar. It wasn't. And everyone's looking forward to it, which I'm kind of okay that it wasn't, because obviously neither me or Jared seem to be the biggest fan. But at that point, since it was such highly expected and such heavily leaked, I'm just really surprised it didn't show up.
Right.
But, I mean, that's our E3 wrap-up.
There we go.
Yeah.
Overall, would we say good E3, bad E3? Kind of just another E3?
I would say just another E3. There were some interesting things. Like, Microsoft wasn't in the main floor. They kind of went out of the convention center and had their own thing at the Microsoft Theater. Mm-hmm. And that was weird. And a lot of weird things were going on in terms of, like Nintendo just didn't show up. Microsoft kind of did. Mm-hmm. I mean, they showed up, but on their own terms. And a lot of things that were announced at E3 were just games we already knew were coming out soonish or relatively soon. So, yeah, I say overall, it was probably just another E3. We didn't really get a lot of big surprises this time around. Mm-hmm. I mean, there was definitely interesting news, but yeah.
A little bit of a meta question that we don't have to get into this episode. Do you think companies have toned down what they're doing at E3 because it's now open to the public?
Part of me wants to say yes.
Because, it's no longer a press release. It's like a flashy show. It's...
Yes and no, because if I compare it to E3's prior to E3 now, there's definitely a big difference, but there might be some other factors into that, and we'll get into that, like I said, another episode.
Right. So, that's what we've liked, didn't like, and missed out on at this E3. Thanks again for tuning in for us. Remember to like, share, subscribe. You can find me, Jared Fradette, at ToonVelo.
And you can find me, Oda Harmon, at Oda Harmon Jr.
Remember to follow, like, share, subscribe. I already said that here. But remember, we're also on Twitter. So find us there.
Yeah, and be sure to follow us at Full Circle Podcast 23 at Twitter, and our soon to be here, maybe here when you watch this, don't know yet, Instagram.
Right.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us. And if you like this, stay tuned every Wednesday for the greatest podcast show coming
on
from
Earth.
Earth. Yeah.
Yeah.